Hello everybody, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Today we're going to go over the Global Labs update for this week. There's not much to go over, really. We saw some announcements about continued balance changes in the future. Korea had the major class balance and combat system rework release. That was this week. For us, it's going to be next week, the 19th of June. There will be some changes to items as well. Some armor is getting stat increases, but keep in mind all of those stat changes to gear are just to compensate for the new damage system they have implemented. When we see the Dawn's evasion gloves, for example, getting 25 more accuracy, that sounds like a lot, but we need to think about how we're also getting the decrease of hits on skills. This makes accuracy have more value, so that is also why they're giving every class a flat 34 accuracy with the coming patch. Now, when you compare that fact that we're getting free 34 flat accuracy, and then when you see this 25 free accuracy for Dawn's evasion gloves, it doesn't seem as significant. In terms of continued class balance, Pearl Abyss is suggesting that they can more easily balance with this new system, so we're seeing some additional changes to self-buff effects and some damage nerfs to Awakening Nova. I doubt balance issues are going to go away personally, but the changes we see today seem more of a reaction to some missed changes they weren't able to update for the release of the combat patch. Awakening Nova's skill Royal Fencing Remise, both the normal and Axel version, had a 13% damage nerf. For other content, we saw some changes to the Hakoven barter trade node. It will now be a coin exchange of 300 to 600 instead of 1 to 600, which is good, but also a bit sad to see the possibility of getting that one coin exchange go away. The amount of title blackstones you get from doing the con guild boss has been changed to a flat number depending on the level of con you're doing. Less RNG to deal with for that boss. Your character will no longer cheer when you obtain Spectre's Energy or Awakening Weapon boxes. White grade life tools have been removed from the game, which has little impact since most will be using better tools anyway, and with the addition of no tool gathering recently, the white grade version tools didn't really make sense anymore. They have also added a crafting recipe for Deboreka rings. City of the Dead and Tungrad Ruins had improvements to the monsters you need to kill to deal CC on the pack. They will no longer be pushed back and instead die immediately. If you leave Erethea's trial while holding multiple tokens, you can now continue the trial by re-entering. Weekly quests for the pity items needed to craft infinite potions have been improved to need less monster kills to complete, save you some time. The big change today would have to be Node Wars. The fortress activation rules have been changed depending on the number of guilds or alliances participating in the Node War for each territory. There is a change that prevents guilds that have pressed the participation button of less than a certain percentage, 30%, from being included in the rules for activating the fortress 15 minutes before the start. If you are a guild that has applied to participate in a Node War, you're not only included in the fortress activation rules, but you can participate in the Node War as before, even if less than a certain number of people click the participation button. If there are 4 or less guilds or alliances that have applied to participate in the Node War territory group, the rule that the Node War will be held in only one territory is the same as before. In the Balanos and Serendia group of 30 people, if there are less than 9 people, it does not affect the Node Fortress creation rules. In the Medaya and Valencia group of 50 people, if there are less than 15 people, it does not affect the Node Fortress creation rules. And in the Calphian and Camasilvia group of 75 people, if there are less than 22 people, it does not affect the Node Fortress creation rules. This seems like a way to make sure there are absolutely no snipes placing in Node Wars, but at least they're still trying to improve the current Node War system. We'll see if they can continue with improvements in the future. That's all for this week's Global Labs. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.